Hi guys, it's me, Boog,
And Dad.
and today we're going to be reviewing the Batman Arkham Asylum Killer Croc Mega Figure.
Yes, Killer Croc is in the house.
Yes,
Um,
and this
so
is actually me and Dad's first Mega Fig review.
I was about to say that. Yeah, I don't think we've done quite a few Build-A-Figs from DC Multiverse, but I don't think we've ever done a Mega Fig.
Yes,
Um, now that's what they. I don't see it. It doesn't say Mega Fig anywhere, but
yeah,
that's
but
what they
I
call
think
them.
that's the fan term of what these are.
Okay, okay. So they're basically larger than life uh figures,
Yes,
or I guess just certain figures that would normally be large, they're kind of in scale, which makes
yeah,
them really big. Um, and I'm not sure. He looks like the box is really massive, but maybe he's not so big. But he looks like he's at least as big a build a fig, maybe a little more. But we're gonna
yeah,
find that out once we get him out. Um, it looks like the packaging might be a little deceiving because that's a really massive box. But once you look at him close, he doesn't go all the way to the back. He certainly doesn't go top to bottom. So I'm not really sure why they chose to kind of waste so much packaging with him. Maybe just to make him impressive, looking like that. But either way, he looks very, very cool. And you can pick these guys up. The regular retail price is $40, which when we get it out, kind of get him in my hands, we'll weigh him, like we normally do with our larger figures, and kind of get an idea if we're getting a good, bang for our
Even
buck.
though disclaimer, this will not count towards our Build-A-Figure records.
No, no, he will not count because he is technically definitely not a build a figure. He is just a very large action figure.
Yes.
So a little different there. And anyway, so he is going to be coming from the what, Boog?
He's gonna be coming from um Amazon.
Yes, we purchased him on
Yeah,
Amazon, but he's from the Arkham
yeah, he's from the Arkham
Asylum
Asylum.
Batman game, which we're currently playing right now. How
Yeah,
convenient.
we actually already seen him.
Yeah, now is this our sec? We did actually already see him. So of course that's what this version of Killer Croc is based off of that game. Um,
Yeah.
Now this is our not our first Arkham Asylum figure, is it?
Uh, yes. It is our first figure from Arkham Asylum. We do have an Arkham City
That's
series.
what I'm thinking. So we have an Arkham City Batman.
Yes, Batman, Catwoman, Ra's al Ghul, Penguin, and Grundy.
Oh, all of those are from Arkham City.
Yeah,
Wow, so they did a whole wave.
yeah.
So I'm not familiar if they've done a whole wave for Asylum yet or not. They don't really show you a whole lot of like their waves in the back of the
Yeah,
box
it's
or
mostly
anything.
just a giant picture of Croc.
It's a really cool picture.
Yeah.
I love it. Here it comes around again. But yeah, it's just a giant picture of him. So I'll do a little research on that to see if there's any more figures in this series as far as the Arkham Asylum goes. Um, Looks like he's got the same points of articulation according to the back of the box as, all the other multiverse figures.
Yeah.
22 points. So that's pretty impressive for a figure this large.
And it's 12 and up.
Yeah, 12 and up as usual. As you can see coming around here, it's got the Batman Arkham Asylum logo on the side, which is really cool. And as usual, I love the McFarlane packaging for this series. I think they do a great job with it. It looks awesome as always. Something classic about the black and then the simple colors. It's kind of
Black and
like
white.
the BC vintage collection. They're always black with the white
Yeah.
outlines, and then
Well, actually,
it's just
it's kind of white, black, and blue.
yeah, it's just clean and classic. And
Yeah.
vintage collection is like white, black, and then maybe put another color depending on what it is they're doing. But
Anyway, we're almost 4 minutes into the video. We haven't even opened it up yet.
oh, sorry. Okay, give us a couple minutes, and we'll be right back
Be right back,
to review the figure.
everyone. Here we're back.
Right, here he is, unpackaged.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Killer Croc.
Yes. And all of his croc gloriousness.
And he's very cool. I mean, as you can see, he's got some really impressive detail work all over his body. His
Yeah.
pants look very, very realistic. Like I said, all of this alligator type skin. The paint is very, very good. Um, I don't really have a lot bad to say. What do
Yeah.
you think, Boog?
I feel like probably I think really the only thing I could critique it for is I do wish that he did like have pupils for his eyes instead of them being completely whited out. And
Okay,
that's really like the only complaint I have.
right. right. But yeah, I think as a very good representation of the character.
Yeah.
Um,
Even though I will say this, I do kind of feel like he should also have a tail.
yeah, and I think that was just in the. I guess that was just the guy that designed him. I don't think he has a tail, does he? Normally,
Mm,
I can't
no.
remember. I remember he was in the Justice League movie.
May-
Um,
Maybe he didn't have a tail.
I don't think he did.
Huh, okay. I
Um,
might be thinking of Lizard, maybe.
it is easy to get him confused with yes, from Lizard from Marvel.
Yeah.
But yeah, Killer Croc didn't have a tail. I'm sure that's probably what he was based off there, that same kind of character.
Yeah.
But yeah, half man, half lizard type. I mean, half crocodile type guy here. But yeah, I think they did a really good job with it. I like all the details. The size is very very good. For $40, I think that's a very fair price. Um,
Yes.
I mean, you've got a really large figure here with lots of articulation, 21 points, just as much as the smaller guys.
Even though I also will say this, his shoulders are also kind of loose.
Okay, shoulders are a little loose.
And
Be noted.
also the torso is pretty floppy too.
Okay. All right. And then other than that, so he has, I guess, his wrist twists, got the elbow joints, hips, knees, ankles. You've got a
Yep.
joint in his feet, right?
Yeah, pretty much the same articulation as the Build-A-Figures.
Yeah,
And it would be cool to get like a chain here.
that would be awesome. Yeah, if you had a little chain attached to that, that could have been. They could have added that on. That would have been really cool.
And then pretty much prison pants, essentially.
Yeah, you can see all the details with the prison pants, but at least he wears pants. I do like the claws on the fingers and the toes.
Yeah.
It's a good touch. And you can see the joint there at the toe. So I think he's a very, very
He
cool
even
figure.
has shackles at the cuffs of his pants.
Right, right. It's pretty obvious he is just busted out from somewhere.
Arkham Asylum, obviously.
Of course, where they all come from.
Yes.
Yeah, where all the bad guys are.
And also, it's kind of the name of the game as well.
Yeah, but yeah, all these details are really, 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 really nicely done. I feel like,
Yeah, each like little thing is like sculpted in.
yeah, and then painted.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of subtle paint work with this guy. It's all really good.
Yeah.
This part here is like actually raised, which is very, very cool. Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what Book's saying about the eyes, but he has such small eyes. Probably would have been tough to get in there, so they just kind of whited him out. But man, I really like this figure. They did a great job, I think. Could he have been a build a figure? Absolutely. I don't know how they decide, which ones to make build a figs and
Oh
which
no,
ones not.
I think that Mega Figs are supposed to be like for characters that are bigger than the Build-A-Figures.
Oh, okay. And that's what I was saying. I'm not 100% sure yet, but we're going to find out. But I believe he is bigger, like we just said, than the build a
Or
figs.
at least most Build-A-Figs.
Yes. Yeah. So let me get the scale.
Oh
Oops. Yeah, me
no.
just a second, get the scale, and then we'll do some just some comparisons here.
Yeah. So
Oh no.
be right back. Here we're back. So we have our current reigning and defending, undisputed, heaviest Build-A-Figure that we have, Bane.
Right, absolutely. And
And
first, before we do that, let's we'll just compare him just generally a little bit closer there to Killer Croc. So Croc is definitely a whole lot taller than him,
yeah,
but Bane is not one of the tallest Build-A-Figs
yeah,
anyway.
he's more of like the wider Build-A-Figures.
Right, he's just definitely the heaviest. And then we have Grundy here. We'll slide him
Yeah,
in just for another
comparisons.
comparison. And Grundy's Grundy's probably what average height for a Build-A-Fig.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, but as you can see, um, he still towers over even Grundy. So just kind of put him behind him there so you can kind of see
yeah.
how much taller we're looking at.
Grundy comes up to barely under Killer Croc's jaw. And also,
Yeah,
that's another thing that I was kind of disappointed by is that he doesn't have articulating jaw either.
that is kind of a miss. That would have been nice, right? I
Yeah,
think that would have been with the way the jaws are, especially on this figure, it would have been
yeah,
cool. I don't think Grundy, would look kind of weird on him and most of them, but
yeah. But for like
this
the
one,
characters that make sense for it to have it,
right?
should have it.
Yeah, that would have made a lot of sense.
And then let's see. So here is the reigning tallest Build-A-Figure champion of the world, Atrocitus.
Yes, and
and
hit him straight.
Croc might beat him just by a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah,
Let's
just a
see.
little bit. But proportionately, they're very close.
Yeah,
I mean, Croc is definitely bulkier up here. You know, you definitely got some size there, and I think Croc's definitely going to outweigh him. But it is close.
let's see. So I do know Atrocitus is very light.
Yeah,
He's tall, but he's light.
right.
Let's fix him up there. I was just have him facing towards the camera.
Sure. Give the audience something to look at.
And he is coming in at 9.9 ounces.
Okay.
Then I guess we'll weigh Bane first.
Right. The reigning
No.
heavyweight.
No. No.
Uh, sorry about that, guys.
He somehow did not end the video.
Yes. The
um,
reigning heavyweight, defending heavyweight champion of the world, as far as Build-A-Figures are concerned. Bane.
Not Mo.
And he weighs in it at,
1 pound, 6.4 ounces.
yes, over a pound. There with Mr. Bane.
Now let's see.
And now let's see what Killer Croc weighs in at.
He comes in at 1 pound, 1.5 ounces. So Bane is still heavier.
Still, Bane is still the heaviest, even over an Ultra Fig.
Even though I will say this, I'm pretty sure Clayface, as a sneak preview to what's coming soon, we do have Clayface, and he did feel pretty heavy.
Did
So
he? Okay.
yeah, so he might be a threat to Bane's championship of the world.
Yes, he may very well may. All right, so I guess now the comparisons are done. I'm going to show you guys his card. His stand, Boog will show you the stand there.
Yeah, he comes
Very
with
nice
pretty
of a
much
card.
the standard McFarlane stand.
Which is kind of crazy for a figure that big, but I guess it works. We're going to find out. I kind of thought the stand might be a little bit bigger, but um,
Yeah, so 1 foot takes up pretty much most
the
of the
whole
stand.
stand. So kind of ridiculous there, but he does stand pretty well. You got to adjust him because he is a bit top heavy, but he does stand pretty well on his own.
Yeah.
So I'll give him that. All right, now let's read a little info on Mr. Croc here.
Yes.
Killer Croc. Data file. Real name, Waylon Jones. Born with a rare mutation that made his skin green and scaly and grew his body to grotesque proportions. Waylon Jones was raised by an abusive aunt and bullied relentlessly for his appearance. He briefly worked as a carnival freak under the name Killer Croc, but his misanthropy grew, as did his bestial nature, pushing him to a life of crime. As his physical condition and mental state deteriorate, Killer Croc becomes a more bestial foe, increasingly detached from humanity. So yeah, actually pretty sad.
Yeah.
Sad,
Yeah, Killer Croc's one of the more sadder
yeah,
characters.
life there. But nevertheless, he is a very, very cool character. And I think they did a good job
Yes.
with this figure. All right, baby, so it's time for the ranking for our first ever Ultra Fig. Oh, what's your
Mega Fig.
Coke there? First ever Mega Fig.
I'll let Dad go first.
All right, I'm going to go first, and I'm going to give him a solid 4 stars.
Okay.
Um, it's good. Excuse me.
Greatest description ever.
Yeah, it's good. It's very very good. It's got like I said, it's got a lot of great details. They got all that right. A lot of the paint is very good. The only thing is drawback I would give it, like I said, is some of it the joints are a little bit loose. That's the only reason I'm knocking it off and not giving it 5 stars. And like Boog said, this one really could have used the jaw articulation. That would have been very, very cool. Those couple things, and it would have been 5 stars for me.
Yes, I think it's also gonna be 4 stars for me, pretty much for the same reasons that Dad had.
Okay.
So Killer Croc combined with a rating of 8.
Yes. Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed our first ever DC Multiverse Mega Figure review, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yes, so like, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Right.
I'm better than you, by the way.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
What's my name again? Wow, this guy's huge.
I suggest you two get out of here before I eat both of your faces off.
Oh, that's not nice.
I'm pretty sure that's our signal to get out of here.
Freeze, he's got a bad attitude. Take care, everybody.